All right, all right, all right. Welcome back. We are finally able to do this live stream after my internet was gone and we couldn't do it on Wednesday, but finally today we can do it. And today we got some exciting topics again. Of course, it's always exciting, but but today we're going to talk about things like Glenn Powell and Michael B. Jordan in a
Yes,
possible
sir.
Miami Vice remake, Marvel Zombies, Tombstone, and also the Wolverine game. So a lot of Marvel today. But I'm, as always, your host. Sorry, uh, your host Tobias or Toby, and this is my co-host.
What's up, everyone? Jason Entertainment here. How's it going?
And let's just jump right into it because right now Miami Vice is getting remade into a, I think, film,
Yeah,
if I
something like that. Yeah.
remember, by a guy who named Joseph Kosinski, who maybe is familiar to you by
I
Top Gun or maybe F1.
F1, let's go.
But let's just jump right into the first subject. All right, yes. So, news has came out that Glenn Powell and Michael B. Jordan are in talks to star in Miami Vice again, which is a remake of, I think it is a show, if I remember correctly, Miami
Yeah,
Vice.
yeah, it is a show. Yeah.
Yep. And directed by Joseph Kosinski and is also is set to direct with Gilroy, who
Yeah.
is the writer of the film, who has made Andor, which you love, right? Am I right?
Yeah. Worst show. No, get. Yeah, people are gonna hate me with Andor. Like I said, people, I just couldn't pass the 3 episodes.
Yep.
Fine.
To be fair, I haven't even started it,
Yeah.
so guilty as charged. But
Yeah.
also, he did one of my favorite thriller films, which is Nightcrawler with Jake Gyllenhaal.
Okay. Okay.
So he's writing the script, and yeah, have you had any like previous experiences with like Miami
No.
Vice, or do you
No,
even know
so
what it
I
is? Or
kind of knew it was a show, but I've never watched it. So I was just like, okay, well, whatever this is, all right. But now seeing Glenn Powell, and especially Michael B. Jordan and the director of F1 and Top Gun Maverick and stuff. Wait, no, did he direct Top Gun Maverick? Yeah, he did. He did.
yes, he
Yeah,
did.
so I'm just like, that looks like a great combination, man. Like I don't know, that looks like aligning the stars, like we call that, you know. So I'm like, well, look, whatever Miami Vice is, I'm pretty sure it must have been good. I think it's a show from the 80s. I think it was 84, 5 seasons if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, whatever it was, Miami Vice, I'll have to ask my dad. Maybe he watched it, but this could be very interesting. Honestly, like it could be very interesting. Uh, like I said, I love Michael B. Jordan, especially I kind of feel like lately he's been choosing wisely the projects he's in. So if he chose this, it's because like he feels something is good about it. The same for Glenn Powell, like he's really pushing and pushing his career, and I think like it's although like I kind of admit like he's been everywhere, like streaming and films, and I kind of feel like he's been more successful on streaming. But I mean, look, like I Running Man looks fantastic, so let's see what he can deliver with Running Man. But yeah, no, honestly, Glenn Powell is someone like I said, he's been really persisting and persisting a lot, trying a lot to build his career, and I really love that. So I'm really glad for Glenn Powell that he's still doing like more movies. So yeah, I'm down to watch Glenn Powell and Michael B. Jordan, man.
Yeah, like you said, it does feel like Michael B. Jordan. chose this, and just because it's good, and with like the writer and director of both these amazing films,
Yeah.
I feel like this combination, like you said, just mixing with like just the best type of, what do you say, like Glenn Powell and Michael B. Jordan are like the cherry on top type of
Yeah.
thing. And I can see Miami. It says here, Miami Vice began as a series created by Anthony Yorkovich and produced by Michael Mann, who did Heat, for
Okay.
NBC in 1984 and ran for 5 seasons.
Nice. Okay.
Starring, yep, and so there was actually a film in 2006 starring Colin Farrell and Jamie Foxx, with actually Michael Mann writing and directing and producing the film.
Oh, okay. Okay, so it's not the first time. Okay.
No, apparently not actually. So
Okay.
so yeah, I did not have any previous experiences with Miami
Um,
Vice. I'd heard of it, but I thought it was a film actually. Until I later found out it was a series.
yeah.
Um, but again, yeah, it sounds quite cool. If I remember correctly, Miami Vice is like this type of cop series, if I remember correctly, or American drama series. It says
Yeah.
so, but yeah, it does look like there's some FBI type, like cop drama type thing, and I think that
Okay.
just would be great for a film. It also says that Miami Vice is set to release in August 2027 for Universal, which makes another film set for 2027. And if you look at a lineup for 2027, it is stacked. We have films like Miami Vice, we have uh lineup movies. We
Don't we have
have
uh damn, I forgot the.
Avengers,
Yeah,
Secret
the Avengers,
Wars.
Secret Wars.
We also have Batman Part 2,
Yes.
Man of Tomorrow.
Men of Tomorrow.
We
Yes.
have Lord of the Rings, The Hunt for Gollum.
Okay.
uh,
Yes.
S- Star Wars Starfighter. We
Yes.
have we have Shrek 5.
All right. Wait, Toby. Let's do something. So name the
Okay.
movie, and we either have to say yes, nay, or if we don't comment, that means we don't care about it. All right.
All right. So should I just start with, where
Yeah.
should I
Start
start?
over. All right.
All right. Batman Part 2. Yes. Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Bruh. Okay. uh, Man of Tomorrow. Yeah. 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 Come on. Come on.
Yeah. A little bit.
Lord of the Rings, The Hunt for Gollum.
I don't know about this one. Okay.
Same. Same.
Yeah.
I don't know. Star Wars: The Starfighter. We talked
Yes.
about this
Yes.
later
Yes.
or the
Yes.
other podcast, but
Yes. Ryan Gosling. Yes. The
pretty
last
cool.
podcast we talked about this movie.
Yep.
Yes.
Avengers: Secret Wars. I
Yes.
mean, hell yeah. We have Fast X Part 2. Apparently, I couldn't give a shit about it. To be fair, Shrek 5.
Yes.
Mm,
Oh, okay,
it's
okay.
it's all right. Spider-Man Beyond the Spider-Verse, of course,
Yes, yes.
of course, and we have like we have Miami Vice, for example.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yep. I can also be in that boat. We have the Resurrection of Christ Part 1.
Why not?
Yeah. The Legend of Zelda, of course. Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
Sonic 4.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. Sonic 4 is going to be sick.
Yeah, yeah.
Godzilla X Kong Supernova. So that I'm excited for Godzilla X Kong. Really? Dang, okay.
I didn't like Neo Empire, whatever it was.
Oh wow. Okay.
But
For
yeah, you know what? Yeah. I'm still excited to see what they can do with those two
All right.
monsters.
All right. Frost 3.
What's that?
Frost or Frozen, I think it is.
Frozen? Mm,
It says Frost, but I think that's
mm,
Norwegian. Frozen 3.
at this point, whatever. For me.
Yep. Ice Age, Boiling Point. Couldn't give a shit
This
about.
kind of hurts me because I want to be excited, but I don't know, man. I'm
Yeah.
gonna say whatever.
Yeah, I agree with that. How to Train Your Dragon live action 2.
Whatever. I like the
Same.
first one. I did watch it. Actually, 4 days ago, I watched How to Train Your
Ah,
Dragon the live action. It's cool, but it's the same as I rather just watch the animated, the original.
yeah, yeah. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle Mutant Mayhem 2.
Yes,
Yeah, come on, give
yes,
it
please,
us.
yes.
We have Bluey the movie, I guess. Um,
No
couldn't
comment.
give it. Yeah. What else? Okay, there isn't a lot. Um, where it's yeah, it isn't a lot that's come out. I mean, it's 2027. It's
You
still
know what? Like
what, 2 years ago.
for maybe the next two
Jeez.
for the next podcast or the next two podcasts, let's do that. Let's bring the list of 2026, and if we bring, I don't know. That's why I said maybe in two podcasts because maybe we will have some guests. By the way, people, I have to talk to Toby about something that I want to organize, so maybe we'll have some guests there. But yeah, we could do that, huh? Say yay, yes, no, whatever for the movies that are coming in 2026.
That'd be
If you
cool.
guys
That'd be
want to
cool.
see that, tell us in the comment section. It will be nice to talk about 2026 calendar. Probably approaching like October or something like that.
Probably, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, this just adds Miami Vice adds just a whole nother film to the like layer
Yeah.
of 2027. It's stacked. It's fully stacked.
Yeah.
Honestly, already. I
It
just
looks
know
like
my money's gone. Hmm?
it looks like a good movie. So yeah, I'm down for it.
Yeah, same. All right, moving on. We can go through some comments first.
Oh, let's
Uh,
go.
Luke, what's up? What's up, my guy?
Oh,
What's
Luke,
up?
what's up, bro? How you doing, Luke?
Uh, Rob Johnson says, "What if it was all a ruse and Tombstone was never in Spider-Man Brand New Day?
I
That'd
mean,
be terrible."
yeah, but I mean, yeah, it will be terrible, but it would be dumb also. Like
Yeah,
I don't know, like because I don't feel Tombstone is such a big character. Like, sorry, let me rephrase that. I don't think it's such a big deal neither. Like, it's a good character that we know. Like, if you're a Spider-Man comic book fan or just Spider-Man in general, you kind of know Tombstone. But it's not like I tell you, hey, Green Goblin is gonna be there and he's not gonna be at the end. You know, like I feel like he's a secondary antagonist. That's what I would say for Tombstone. So I don't
yeah,
think like even Mr. Negative. I don't think
yeah,
he's such a popular antagonist. But yeah, that would be really weird. Like to just tell us, oh no. But I remember in Spider-Man 1, that's one thing I didn't like. The Homecoming, they had so many villains and like it was mostly references more than they did actually something. For example, even Shocker, he was there like for one fight scene, which was okay, cool, but that's it for Shocker.
yeah, yeah. I also feel like Tombstone is just going to be like a secondary villain type thing. Like they're going on a grounded or more grounded approach. So I feel like Tombstone either is going to, like I said, be a secondary, like maybe second highest or
Yeah,
screen time, or it's going to be like in a montage of like
yeah,
villains he's fought under like the new name type or new
yeah.
name. But yeah,
I mean, when I said like secondary villain, it was well, that's his role.
yeah,
Like, even like for example, Hammerhead, all those guys, like they're villains of Spider-Man, but they're not in the first category. Like for example, Doctor Octopus, Green Goblin, Mysterio. You know, like the most popular ones. So
yeah,
like even if Tombstone wasn't in this movie, I don't think somebody would really be like, "Oh my god!" But now, yeah, you announced Tombstone's gonna be there, and you just, yeah, like he said, like if they just don't put him, you're gonna be like, "Bro, what was the point of telling us Tombstone is coming?"
yeah,
But Tombstone is a villain that you could literally have him for like the three next Spider-Mans. You know, like he's a villain that he needs to be there. Like he's scheming some stuff. Like he's a goon, especially like he follows mostly orders or something like that. So especially in the criminal aspect of Spider-Man, he will be awesome. So yeah, I'm really excited for Tombstone.
Yeah, me too. It's we are going to talk about it
Yeah, we're gonna
later
talk about
part of that,
Tombstone
but
soon.
we are definitely excited. But we are still on Marvel. I mean,
Yep,
the rest of the podcast is basically Marvel, honestly. But
it's true.
one game at least. But
Yep.
there's a new show that came out a week ago, I think, two
Yep.
weeks ago,
Some days
and
ago.
yep, and it's Marvel Zombies. So let's
Yeah.
talk
Yeah.
about it.
Yeah. So I
Marvel
know.
Zombies.
So spoiler kings, if you're watching this, Brian. I wasn't able to catch all of their show, like all of the what they said, but I know they said they kind of didn't like it too much or something like that.
All right.
And I respect it, but guys, I love you, but I'm gonna be on the opposite. I really enjoy Marvel Zombies. Is this the best show? No, no, of course not. But it's definitely good. Like I like the gory aspect. The look, so I really love, especially episode 1 and 2. I thought they were so powerful. Episode 3
Yep.
wasn't that. I kind of feel like episode 4. That's where it kind of falls for me. Like especially the ending. I'm not too sure what I, if I. By the way, is this spoiler or?
Feel free to spoil. Honestly, it's fine.
Okay, no, I'm gonna try to be half half, but just to tell you guys, like the ending, I wasn't really sure about it. We're gonna
Yeah.
discuss about it later, but the ending, that's where I'm like a bit like, yeah, I don't know how I feel about this. I kind of feel like they kind of I don't know. I'm not too satisfied with the ending, but the rest of it, I really liked it. Like, to be honest, I kind of even feel like I don't know. Like, I feel like this is a hard one to hate because it's very short. It didn't take a lot of your time. What it took like 1 hour to finish
Two
everything.
hours, I think. Yeah.
Oh yeah, sorry, yeah, 2 hours to finish Marvel
So
Zombies, and
yeah,
that's it.
it
Like
was
it,
4 hour, four
4 episodes
episodes,
of 30 minutes, I think.
30
Yeah.
minutes, and
So yeah, I
yeah,
love the quality of the animation is good.
yeah.
The characters were very interesting. I read here and there like people say like they don't have a lot of character development and stuff like that. I'm like, bro, like they're still like the character development are from the MCU. Like they're
Yeah.
bothering. They're sorry. They're how you say this? Like they're taking heavily from the MCU, like Miss Marvel, and even so, like they show you so you know Miss Marvel, but you don't know how she what is her connection with Kate Bishop and what's the other girl, Riri Williams. So you see, like you have that bond there. I don't know. For me, it was it's this is a win. I would love to see more of Marvel Zombies. I heard they could do a season 2 depending on what Disney agrees. Um, Especially, I hope we can see more animation style of this like how this looks because I really enjoyed
Mhm.
What If season 1, especially season 2 was okay, and season 3 I didn't even watch it. But yeah,
Yeah. So
what about you, Toby?
yeah, for me, uh, I I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the hell out of it, and like you said, the goriness, the as someone who I mean love horror, you see
Yes.
it in the
Yeah.
background. Uh, I'm always like I love like the horror aspect. I love when Marvel especially does horror, like Werewolf by Night, and this
uh,
Werewolf by Night that was Marvel, right? Yeah,
yeah, it is Marvel. Yeah, Werewolf
yeah,
by Night.
yeah. I mixed it up, but yeah, Werewolf by Night, Marvel Zombies. I will say that I'm not the biggest fan of this like animation style. I
Okay.
enjoy more of like traditional 3D animation or 2D animation or maybe
Okay.
like arcane, this style there.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Uh, so I'm not like the shell shaded type, like this type of animation. I wasn't the biggest fan of it,
Okay.
and that was the same actually on What If. I only watched season 1, and I did not watch season 2 or 3. I enjoyed What If, but wasn't something that was truly outstanding type thing, and this wasn't either. And I even though I agree with like the thing with not much or taking inspiration or not inspiration but taking the character development from the MCU, I feel like they should have should have honestly like kept this like its own thing.
Yeah.
So like
Okay.
again, this was also kind of a sequel to, I think it was one episode of
Yeah,
What
it's
If.
the spin-off of the What If
Yeah.
episode. Yeah.
Yeah, so again there you I I did watch it, but I didn't remember at all what happened in What If that episode. So I was a bit confused on like the whole thing in Marvel Zombies, and there wasn't enough time to actually get like the answers. You had to go them back. So I wish was like its own contained thing instead of, again, like the typical MCU thing where it feels like homework to
Yeah.
actually go through everything and watch the newest latest thing. But I don't know. What do you think about that?
I mean, yeah, for the homework, I agree, but also I like the fact that in episode three, they do tell you what happened in that episode. If you missed it, they do tell you like what, like they kind of did a recap of what happened in that episode of What If with Spider-Man, and then they even tell you what happened later, where Black Panther sacrifices himself and everything. So you have that continuation because they did leave you with Thanos and the rings.
I mean, yes, I remember that they're like sacrificed himself and stuff like that. But
Yeah.
again, like I remember that Scott Lang was like ahead and Spider Man and the Doctor Strange thing, but like that's still in What If, right?
Yeah,
So
exactly. Yeah, yeah, that was that
so
episode. Yeah.
like the character developments of other characters are still in What If and not in this show.
So that's what I was about to say. Like, I mean, it would have if the protagonist would have been Scott Lang and Spider-Man, but that's why they choose Miss Marvel.
Yeah.
And yeah, because that was surprising for me that Miss Marvel would be the like because legit she's the main character of Marvel Zombies. So
Yep.
I was a bit like, oh, okay, and you see the point of view of Miss Marvel. So that's what I kind of enjoyed, and also yeah, like, well, everyone is dead, so you only needed to know who survived, and what like they explain what Vision did, what Scarlet Witch has become. But I understand that yeah, it feels like homework and that. Yeah, I agree that it could have been maybe like its own thing because I'm pretty sure like well, because I know first of all this one doesn't really it's called Marvel Zombies, but it doesn't really it's not an adaptation of the comic book Marvel Zombies. So it's literally like just Marvel taking the inspiration of zombies and putting it in the MCU, which it's cool. It's pretty cool. I did enjoy that, and like I said, for me, yeah, I had a good time with this show. Like I really enjoyed it. Like I wanted to know more, and like I said, especially like the first like three episodes felt very good. The fourth one, like I said, I feel like they had to throw everything in that episode, and kind of
Yep.
felt a bit weird and unsatisfied with the ending. I did like that they even put some like a villain like Zemo. Well, a villain we can say that was a very
Villain.
nice
Yeah.
touch also to have it. Like I was like, yo, that's very good, man. Yeah, I'm like, wait, what happened? Yeah, what happened with the villains here? Like I only see zombie fight villains, but what if like you have someone who is with you? I kind of feel like I wish Zemo could have lasted a bit longer. Also, I know he would have been done really something, but like this I was like maybe put Whiplash. Like I know he's dead, but I don't know someone
Yep.
else. Like um. Anyway, it's a what if, man. He could be alive.
Yeah. Uh, True. I did also really like the Simo thing. I was actually sitting on my screen like because my I was sitting on my screen. I was sitting watching the screen, but whoever, whatever. I my me and my brother was watching it. Even though he loves Marvel, he hasn't seen absolutely everything, so I didn't really know who
Yeah.
Simo was. But I legit told him he's an annoying piece of shit, and
What
and
is he?
I was like, I mean, and and then like he started to kind of show like signs of maybe in this one maybe he's okay-ish, and then the reveal, and I was like, same old
I
Simo.
didn't expect that reveal neither. Huh? Like
Yeah,
for to be honest, I'm like, okay, what is he gonna do? But I didn't expect that much cruelty.
yeah, no, classic Simo, I would say.
Yeah, that was crazy.
But yeah, no, I I do like that too. I feel like for me, I feel like even though there were a lot of characters, I feel like there should have been like more villains, like you said,
Yeah,
almost, like more or other civilizations type thing,
yeah,
like seeing other like yeah, civilization, other survivors,
yeah,
and
yeah,
it may be not like it may have been like just for 2 seconds, like maybe they needed something to have, like maybe they needed food or maybe they needed that, whatever it is, to get to the next place. It would just be cool to see like many other survivors. It felt like
yeah.
it was like just just maybe like two people or
Yeah,
three
exactly. Yeah,
civilizations type.
yeah, like I wish like we could have like other survivors that didn't have too much, but yeah, that's why.
Yeah.
Well, let's go character by characters. I have Miss Marvel. What did you think about Miss Marvel in this show?
It was surprising that she was the main character. I did not like
Yes.
see that coming. But I mean, she's always she's always great in whatever she does. And what's the actress's name? Iman
Kalani, yeah.
Vellani. Yeah, she's always great. And I mean,
Yeah.
she's voices heard in the show too. And yeah, I think it was just a great, like, love the way she showed her power in this one. Her
Yeah.
powers are really showed, I guess,
Yeah.
really showed in
Yeah.
this
Yeah.
one,
Yeah.
and
That
I
that I
love that.
did enjoy too. Yeah.
Yeah, what do you think though?
Yeah. I'm glad that we have a lot more protagonism of Miss Marvel. We had the Marvel's Avengers, which wasn't a good game, but at least Miss Marvel was the main protagonist. Now Miss Marvel has her own TV show. She went and jumped to the Marvels, which, well, yeah, that unfortunately wasn't that great, but still a well, great receive at least. But she was nice in it. And yeah, and look, Marvel Zombie, she's a protagonist. So I'm really glad. And also, she's kind of doing the Nick Fury, like she's kind of recruiting the new Avengers. At least it
Yeah,
looks because she already knows Cassie's going to join her, and she went to Kate to tell her, "Hey, you join us too." So it's very nice to see like she like they like a character that people love, and because Miss Marvel, people don't know this, but Miss Marvel, she's been around not too long ago. Like I think it's a character created in 2014 or something. So or something like that. So it's very nice to see like a kind of a fresh new character have that spotlight, and I'm excited. So yeah, and I think Imaz Villani was born to be Miss Marvel.
yeah,
Like legit, she doesn't act too much as Miss Marvel because she's kind of Miss Marvel in real life. Like she knows so much about Marvel. Like she does a lot of Marvel trivia and stuff like that.
yeah,
So yeah, no, I really enjoy her. Energy is always great.
yeah. I feel like for this show, it they did a great job highlighting like the underlayer superheroes, like
Yeah, yeah,
Miss Marvel and Shang Chi, for example. And what else do we got? I mean, the Thunderbolts, basically,
yeah,
or the Widows and stuff like that. I feel like they did a great job highlighting
yeah,
them and not just focus on the big stuff like Captain America, Iron Man, Scott Lang, like all these Avengers type
yeah.
characters.
Yeah, then we have like by order of appearance, we have I believe it's Kate Bishop, I think, right? I was a bit
Yeah,
disappointed. I wish my girl Kate had a little would stay a bit more alive. Like I didn't expect that. They kind of got me with the trick arrow. I'm like, okay, what is she
yeah,
gonna do? I didn't expect that. But yeah, I wish it was there a bit more. But that's another character that I think nobody hates. Like Kate
yeah,
Bishop, Haley Steinfeld is such a great actress, and Kate Bishop, like it's probably the best, one of the best parts of Hawkeye, the
yeah,
show. So.
yeah. I agree. I agree fully.
Then we have Riri Williams. You know what? In this show, I like her so much. In her own show, I didn't dislike her, but I just thought it wasn't well written. Like there were some parts that were a bit like in the Ironheart show, but
Yeah.
I did enjoy her in this one. I don't know if Dominic Thorne did her voice again, but still,
I think so. Yes, I think
yeah,
mostly everyone came back.
okay,
Black Panther didn't voice, of course, unfortunately.
yeah.
Spider Man did not voice
On
by
Spider, and I
Tom
think
Holland.
Blade was in more
Blade,
Mashallah.
Yeah, no, Blade was also not voiced. Thor was not voiced by Chris Hemsworth.
Oh yeah, yeah, true.
So basically, almost the biggest stars wasn't
Yeah,
voiced by their
yeah.
co-stars. But yeah, no. I'm gonna be honest. I haven't watched, or I watched one episode of Ironheart, and I've
Uh-huh.
not watched any more yet, of course. But it was cool to see her and how like genius she is, like the genius um type of type of character like Iron Man, right? So
Yeah,
that's coming from a guy who again hasn't seen Ironheart yet. So
yeah.
yeah,
No, no. Like I said, like she has some interesting things in Ironheart. It's just I feel like now it's more of a problem of a script wise. But
yeah,
in this show, like I kind of am excited now to see Iman Vellani, Dominic Thorne, and Haley Steinfeld like be united in the MCU, like have their own thing. Like I don't know, like I feel like that trio could really work more than Cassie Lang. I know like Cassie Lang, they said, oh yeah, like because I know like I think it was a post credit scene of the Marvels, I believe, where I think yeah she said, oh we have Cassie Lang and now Kate Bishop. I'm like
yeah.
screws Cassie Lang, bro. Put Dominic Thorne instead. Oh, so we have the one
And
goat
we
here. We have
have Tank
Tank Kramer.
Kramer.
What's up, Tank?
Hello.
How are you doing?
What's up, man? Yeah, what's up?
We were talking about Marvel Zombies, and I said like first I said sorry, spoiler kings, because I think it was Brian, if I'm correct. I know I joined your stream so late, like legit guys, you were about to finish, but I think it was Brian who didn't really like you too much, and I said that, and that's fine. But yeah, I said like it's not the best show, but it didn't take away too much of my time, and
Yeah,
I don't know. Like I had like this is a good appetizer for
yeah.
Halloween.
It's a
Like this is
fun
a good
show.
appetizer for, oh yeah, October is coming. All right,
Yeah,
this was a big like a good appetizer, a good, your good entrance, for October, and yeah, I wish we can have more of this Marvel Zombies. Like if it was me, if we can have this every single year. Like I will be fine with it. Like it's just what some episodes and that's it. And then okay, so this is a character I was so glad to see, even though he wasn't there too long. But I think maybe people are forgetting. But the next character we see after the trio that is not a zombie is Mr. Icarus from the Eternals.
right.
The
He was
gods.
there. I
Yeah, he was.
completely
He
forgot.
was. People are forgetting, but I'm like, yo, he wasn't a zombie, huh?
Yeah,
Icarus from the Eternals. I'm like,
yeah.
yeah, show me
He
some
thought
Icarus of love,
zombie
please.
Captain Marvel,
Yeah,
right?
Captain Marvel.
Yeah,
Yeah, he was fighting Captain Marvel zombie. Yeah,
yeah. The
I was
whole
just like,
like
yo, the fact that because at first I'm like, who's this guy? Like, I
yeah,
really didn't know who he was. Then I had to pause and I'm like, wait, is this Icarus? Especially when she said he's not a zombie, but he's not a human neither. I'm like, what?
yeah. Again, like the lower type characters, like Eternals, like they are not like the main Avengers, but they are highlighting them, and that is also yeah another great example of that. Icarus from Eternals randomly popping up in this show, and I was like, yeah, again, I was shocked. I was
Yeah, yeah,
shocked
me
to
too. So what Tank is saying, yeah. Before you rev, I said the same thing. I like the show. For me, it was great. For me, it was well, look, okay, not great. It was a good show. For me, it was good. But I said the ending was, I really didn't like the ending.
yeah,
And yeah, I understand. Yeah. So this I heard so much online that people were upset about once again Marvel killing T'Challa. Just leave the
yeah,
guy alone or just recast him, blah blah. Like I don't want to extend too much on this, but to be honest, like I kind of feel at this point, yeah, like just you have multiverse, man, and I guess yeah, I wouldn't be mad if they recast him. And here for the story, it made sense, but I understand why people get upset because like it's every time he's just sacrificing himself. He's just like like every time he's just leaving. I'm like, yeah, but I don't know when this was filmed. That's the thing because Elizabeth Olsen said like it's been a while she filmed this, so I don't know if this was like prior like when Chadwick died. I don't know if it was like in that same time spot. Like because one thing is when they announced it, another is like they were already working on it. So that's the thing. I just don't know exactly where it is, but yeah, we're gonna talk about King T'Challa soon. But yeah, Yeah, it was. I don't know. Like, what do you think about this? Like, for me, yeah, I was a bit left disappointed. I was just like, well, it would have been cool to have T'Challa. I mean,
Yeah,
for the story, I kind of understand, but yeah.
yeah, I do agree. Yeah,
So then, wait. So then, who do? All right. So then, I think we have. Yeah. Then we have the Black Widow cast. We have David Harbour again. Once again, I think he's
we have
just.
Blade, right? No, Blade
Oh yeah, yeah.
first,
So
right?
okay. So yeah, the big guy. All right. So what did you think about Well, it's not Marshall Ali, but what did you think
No,
about Blade Moon Knight?
I think it was an amazing combo. Honestly, I think
I
that
liked
was
it.
quite cool combo. And I mean, he's tough as always, like fighting like the ghost fight, for example. For spoiler alert, but yes, that
Yo, the
was
Ghost Rider was good. Yeah.
quite good. Yeah, that was quite great. And again, or not again, but I like the personality of Blade. Right, just it's just so fun. Um,
Yeah.
and he's just so menacing, and especially when he's like Moon Knight 2 with Kanju, like
Yeah.
he's just
That was nice.
yeah, he's just even more menacing than he was.
The thing that bugs me, it's like I can't believe we had this appearance before his movie.
All right, yeah.
I don't
I can see
even know
that.
if do they. I don't even know if they have a script already, like finally settled. Like I don't even know that. And
I
at
don't
this
think
point, I
so.
wouldn't even be surprised if they don't. Like for me, to be honest, with all due respect to Marshall Ali, like for me, the whole Blade situation, at this point, just recast or just abandon it or ask Wesley Snipes to come back at this point because like it's gonna take way too long. Something is clearly not clicking with both parties.
I think it mostly is because of. I don't think it's a Mahershala Ali situation, because I think he's just waiting for something to happen. At least what I think, because
Yeah,
I've been hearing just a lot of like the director leaving, the writers aren't happy, and the producers aren't happy, and all these type of stuff, like the crew or behind the scenes type drama. So I think it's Mahershala Ali's problem, but but that's what I've been
yeah,
hearing
yeah.
at least. Yeah.
No, no, yeah, I didn't say what. Sorry, I didn't mean to say like it was Marshall Ali the problem. It's
No,
just
no, 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 I'm
there's a
just
problem
phrasing it
there
wrong.
that we don't know, of course. But look, if all parties can't like agree with something, it's best maybe to move on from it. Like
Yeah.
I would have been because like bro, that was in 2019. That
Yeah.
Marshall Ali said he's going to be Blade.
Yep.
Like it's gonna be bro, two World Cups are gonna pass and he's still not Blade. It's crazy enough, you see. So yeah,
Yeah.
but yeah. So yeah. Sorry, yeah. I forgot the big one. Yeah, Moon Knight, which kind of was killed so weirdly too. Just like what? Like
Yeah.
okay, I was shocked, but I was like what? And then yeah, we have the Black Widow cast, which we have David Harbour as Red Guardian. We have
Yep.
Yelena Belova once again. We have. I was glad to see Melina as well. Melina and the Black Widows as well. They were there. But I think like one of the best characters of that arc also must be Ghost. Like
Ghost. Yeah.
very underrated character, but yo, she was menacing as hell, man. Ghost.
Yeah. I agree. She and like the fight, like again, like the fight was
Yeah,
amazing,
yeah,
and yeah, she was menacing. She was a great side villain type thing.
yeah.
For me, my standout was probably David Harbour. I think it was. I mean, always he's funny as F, but he's a standout on all the projects that honestly he's been in, like
Oh
Thunderbolts
yeah, yeah,
or what else has he been in? Black Widow, of course, and this one, yeah.
yeah. You know, like speaking of him, I don't. I think I can't say this word because usually YouTube bans you. But I thought he was about to, like after his daughter and his wife died.
Yeah,
Yeah, I was pretty sure it was going to S.
go
So
to sewer slide.
yeah, yeah, yeah. No, for real. Like I really thought they were going there. I'm like, oh my god, this is so dark. They didn't,
Yeah,
and I'm like, yeah, they have to remember they're a Disney show at the end of the
yeah,
day. But it would have been sick. I really thought he was going to go to depression because
yeah,
like yeah, when you think of it, bro, poor guy. Like he had to watch his wife die, his daughter
yeah,
die. Yeah, no, no, it was very good. I really love the inclusion of Black Widows. Then we have Shang-Chi. Then the So
Yeah.
this I like that they brought back Jimmy Woo, nice addition.
Yeah.
Jimmy Woo once again, like such a like that's what I kind of like about Marvel. It's like those random little characters they matter so much, and that's why I think even Marvel's Daredevil, or the Netflix shows were so great because they never focus only on the big names. Like they focus also on the smaller names that they do an impact. You know, like it's crazy to see that a nurse you cared so much about the nurse like Claire. I don't know if you watch
Yeah.
the Marvel Netflix, but
I am actually, funny enough, me, my mom, and my dad are going through it. I think we started last year, like
okay,
January last year, I think.
okay,
So we are going through all of them in order,
okay,
in chronological order. So we're
yes,
jumping like this season, then this season, and then second season, then this season, then second season
okay,
again,
yeah.
like there. And right now we're on Punisher season 2, so we're really close to ending the ending the thing.
Yeah, I think
But yeah,
it finishes with Punisher season 2, I think, no?
it finishes on, I
Or
think it
Jessica Jones
was,
season
yeah,
3, maybe?
yeah, Jessica Jones season 3.
Jessica Jones season 3, yeah.
But yeah, that's also a reason why I haven't seen Daredevil Born Again yet.
So we can all agree that Daredevil
But
was the best show, like, period.
yes,
Like
Daredevil was great.
the mostly consistent one is Daredevil for
Yeah,
sure.
I will say though, Ironheart is not that bad. It's quite fun. I
Iron
like
Fist.
it a lot.
Iron Fist.
Iron Fist, right? Not Ironheart. Jesus. But
No,
yeah,
right?
Iron Fist.
Like,
Yeah,
so I remember this. There was like you felt like nothing could hurt Marvel Netflix. Like Marvel
yeah,
Netflix was the bomb, bro. And that was the same time that when Marvel's Agents of Shield was rising so badly because at first they had a rocky start, and once they hit Winter Soldier, bro, they never stopped to be that good quality, like in terms of story, because like of course CGI, they're still a cable show, but
yeah,
man, the quality of the narrative was so great. And then yeah, you have Marvel Netflix that was coming with Daredevil, and the thing is, I guess I understand that if you have to compare with Daredevil season one, with Jessica Jones season one, which is probably the best season for me at least, is the best season of Jessica Jones. Season two and three were here and there. They're not bad. They're just not at the same level. Then you have another great hit like Luke Cage season one. So
yeah.
like it was hit after hit. I will agree that Daredevil season two was kind of mixed, but still the part of Punisher was so good that you don't care about like the Elektra part.
All right.
So the thing is like that's why I think people didn't like the because I remember people wanted Iron Fist to be Asian, like they wanted
Yeah,
to they were saying like, oh, it would be great to have an Asian cast instead. And funny enough, Marvel Comics did this now. Like now, Iron Fist is an Asian, like pure Asian. So well, pure Asian. That's weird. Just an Asian, like not someone who learned Asian ways. Like no, he's Asian from Asia, and of course he learned his heritage. So yeah, so I felt like there was that division first of all, that people wanted something and Marvel didn't give them, and I'm like, yeah, why would Marvel change who Danny Rand is? Danny Rand in the comics, he's not Asian, he's Caucasian, and why would they change? It's like changing Luke Cage into I don't know, make Luke Cage Asian. Why, bro? He's
yeah,
black. You know, like that was kind
yeah.
of a weird debate. So I kind of felt like that was the first debate for Iron Fist because I remember I lived through that era and I remember how it started and then then the first things they said, it's like because one thing that Netflix had was quality in their fight scenes, quality in their dialogues, quality in their how you call it in the narrative, and that's where
Yeah.
Iron Fist kind of lacked a little bit, especially in the fight scenes. I agree with that. That Iron Fist, not all the time the fight scenes were great, and especially from the Finn Jones, it wasn't too great, and it wasn't supposed to be the case because like Iron Fist is a good martial artist. So
Yeah.
in that sense, I can agree. But I was just like, I feel people are way too harsh with Iron Fist. It's not that bad. It's actually pretty enjoyable. It's just you don't have an iconic villain that you had the other seasons. That I will
Yeah.
admit, Harold Meacham for me was a bit meh.
All right. Yeah. I mean, it
Yeah.
was also the hand,
Yeah,
technically.
exactly. So yeah,
So
for me the worst enemy of all this Netflix show is the hand. They never knew how to handle the hand. Even in the Defenders, the hand was just like, bro. why are we doing this?
Yeah.
In Daredevil, look, in Daredevil season two, the half show, like the halfway point, the hand, it made Daredevil look a bit weird. In Iron Fist, I always loved everything that was related to Harold, Joy, and what was what is the other Harold? No, Harold Meacham, Joy Meacham, and what was the brother's name?
Um.
But anyway, you know, like the family, the
Yeah.
Meacham family with Danny Rand,
Yeah.
that was always interesting. When it was Bakuro with all the his hand
Yeah.
bullshit, like, bro, I don't know. That's where I kind of, I was a bit torn with the show, and in the Defenders, the hand was just like, bro, what? So, oh my God, the hand was the worst enemy of Netflix. They just didn't know how to handle it. It feels like they didn't know what to do with the hand. But yeah, so to say what you said, yeah, I agree with you. I think Iron Fist is not as great as the others, yes, but it's definitely not as people said. Like it was trash, it was the worst, and everything. I'm like, no, I don't think so.
Yeah.
It's not as bad as people think. Especially, I'm seeing Marvel Disney doing a series. I'm like, bro, Iron Fist looks like gold compared to some Marvel Disney shows that they put. Iron Fist is completely gold, man.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree. And
Sorry.
what were we gonna say about like the what was it? Marvel Zombies and then the uh, connection there with
The
the
what?
Netflix show. Before we started talking about the Netflix
Oh yeah,
shows,
yeah, yeah.
what were we gonna say?
Oh yeah, so we were going quickly with the characters. So I'm gonna
Yeah.
go
Right.
quickly.
Yeah.
Well, now the Shang-Chi crew. We had
Shang-Chi.
Shang-Chi,
Yeah.
his dad, which I did like. Uh, that at the end of the day, we have to remember his dad was a very emotional person, like a
Yeah.
very, oh my God, what the hell? Sorry. His dad was like a person that really, like when we look at Shang-Chi, Wen Wu is probably one of the greatest villains in Marvel Phase 4, especially. The guy really was someone who loved a lot. Like legit, he
Yeah.
did all of that for love. Like they took out like his wife, man. I
Yeah.
mean, it's no reason to go do the things he did, but he was a broken person to begin. What the hell's going on? All right, I'll come back quickly, okay?
All right. Well. Anyways, yeah, I feel like I don't get the hate for Shang-Chi because of like, yeah, there's so many great stuff, and the villain, for example, great. It's great. And he was just emotional, and like Jason said there, it was just about love. Everything was about love, and and so it's great to see his character now in this show again, back again, and him actually, well, I can't say much, but him being this emotional character again in the show was great, honestly. And yeah, we have what on, I can't remember what else, like the characters who which come
I'm
next.
back. I'm back. Sorry. So we had the Shang-Chi crew.
Yeah.
I did like Death Dealer. Like I thought they give more protagonist to Death
Yeah.
Dealer.
Yeah.
That's the guy with the mask.
Yeah.
Compared to the movie, they didn't give him too much.
Yeah. I
So that
agree.
was cool
They
to see. So yeah, Death Dealer, and then we have then we have our boy Zemo with John Walker.
ew. The two worst human beings to be compared
You know what's the
together.
funny part? It's like my dad told me he thought when Namor came and killed people, he thought John Walker was dead. He's like, bro, they kind of look
Mm,
alike. John Walker and sorry, he thought Demo was dead because he's like,
mm,
bro, they look alike. Like they legit have almost the same haircut.
yeah.
They almost have like the same hair.
Yeah.
Only the hair color was just a bit different. I'm like, yeah, you're right. You're right about that. That
Yeah.
was so funny to see that. But yeah, no, I enjoy Joy Walker and
Yeah.
especially Zemo. I was so glad to see Zemo.
It's almost like,
But
go ahead.
for me, the one in that episode 3, especially for me, the one who steals everything is probably King Namor.
he was an
Yeah,
amazing character, and I wasn't expecting that he would show up. Honestly,
me neither.
like just out of the blue. But when I said, I think they said like something about like zombies in the ocean or something. I can't remember correctly or something.
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
can't remember. I was like, wait, are they going with Namor? And I was like, and then he came, and I was like, yes,
Yeah, that was
for
crazy.
he was awesome. Yeah,
Yeah. And then at the end, we had Valkyrie and Thor, and of course, we had
yeah,
once again Spider-Man, Ant-Man, and the backstory, what happened with the King T'Challa sacrifice
yeah,
for
yeah,
Thanos. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah. Valkyrie was cool. Okay, not bad. Oh, what did you think about the plot twist that the Nova Corps they always knew? Like, imagine they did all of that, they go out of space, and the
yeah,
Nova Corps like they knew that already. So that
yeah.
was just I didn't expect that at all. I'm like, I felt so good for them, and then I'm like, what?
I feel like almost I don't really know a lot about like the Nova Corps or anything. Like, are they really good guy? Are they not? But
Yeah, I don't know them
but
neither. But I think
yeah,
yes, they are good guys. I think.
yeah. So it for me it was shocking, but that was I think that was the aim, kind of like they wanted that shock value
Yeah, yeah, for
almost, and that for me isn't wasn't the best. But I kind of wish they actually got help by Nova Corps, so they could like maybe show Nova for the first time, maybe
that would
that
have
would
been
be
sick, man.
yeah. If they
Would
actually
have
got
been so
help, but
sick.
then I feel like they didn't want to do Nova. That's why they did Nova Corps that just knew all the time, instead of helping. So that was a step down for me at least. But I didn't enjoy the twist. Like
Yeah.
it was shocking. It was an all right twist, honestly.
Yeah, no, I did like it too. Like I said, it kind of shocked me in the way that the thing is because they built it so well. They built
Yeah,
the despair so well that you want them to succeed finally, and then when they couldn't, that's where I was like, oh my god. But yeah, and then we have that last episode. That's where I feel like everything went to shit a little bit because yes, I did like the battles. I really love the concept of Infinity Hulk. I don't know how to call him, but or pure Hulk, whatever. But that was insane. But it's just I don't know. It was I feel like everything was rushed in that last episode, and the ending I just don't know what the hell happened. So basically, what Wanda wins. They are in. She controls all the reality. Like I have no idea.
yeah. So I also agree. Like that was I was saying to my brother and my mom was there. Like this just feels so rushed. And I
Yeah.
actually said that. She was wondering like because it was like I think it was like 4 minutes left of the episode, and then she
Yeah.
was like, "How are they going to tie up everything in just 4 minutes?" And they didn't, honestly.
Yeah.
And yeah, that ending, I think it was like, yeah, Wanda wins. Like she was like she's controlling what others see, and then in
Yeah.
reality there's still zombies around.
But
I
also, I never
just
understood
I don't know.
why did Wanda want so badly Kamala? Like
You
she
know,
said, yeah, she needed her help to fight against
yeah,
Hulk, but I don't know, like she defeated Hulk on her own.
yeah,
So I just didn't understand that.
yeah. I mean, I'm sorry, like Miss Marvel, but I like if we see in Doctor Strange, like she wanted America Chavez, because the boys like she always wants something, but I don't. Why Miss Marvel? What is she going to do?
Yeah,
Like
exactly. Yeah, like they never really explained that.
yeah, like I love the character, I love the powers, but against Hulk and also against like big opponents, probably she's probably going
Yes,
to help
like
in
I agree. Like
there. Like
I would have
what?
understand that she needed the help of Kamala for Hulk, but the thing is, like once Hulk killed Thor, which by the way that was crazy.
Yeah,
She immediately stepped in and she already put her hand in Hulk's heart. So I'm like,
Yeah,
she never needed Kamala.
yeah. So yeah, I agree. Like it just kind of sidelines that whole
Yeah.
plot,
Yeah, because I
and
was always wondering, like that was a plot that was intriguing me. Like, okay, why is she always? Even Blade said, like, oh, it looks like the Queen of the Dead really like wants something with you.
yeah, like I get it with again, like I get it with America Chavez, but because she can like go through multiverses like that, that is exciting. What is like?
Like what I thought at first she wanted was to travel in time because like I feel like Kamala Khan in her that
Oh
was
yeah, she
never
can do that.
really
Yeah,
that by the way is a plot hole I feel in Kamala and
yeah,
Miss Marvel because they never really explained that very well. Like
I
I
forgot
don't
about it.
understand. Like can she travel to the time or can she just travel when her nanny was there? Like that was a bit that's something that I'm still wondering there. Like I feel like they never really specifically answer that question necessarily, but so I was like, okay, maybe that's what she wants to travel in time or something, but no, I don't know. It was,
Yeah, it is confusing honestly,
yeah,
because again, like it Miss Marvel, I think her power is like light, like can turn lights into like physical form,
yeah,
and it's that's not a something you can fight like Doctor Doom with type
yeah. I don't know.
alone. And yeah, no, I actually completely forgot about the whole like time travel thing with Kamal Khan. Like I did not
Yeah,
forget. I did not remember.
Kamala Khan. But
Yeah,
yeah, so and like so yeah, that's why like for me, I would still give this show like an 8 out of 10. I enjoyed it. It made me like I said, it's a very good appetizer for Halloween. Actually, like this made me kind of want to watch like other zombie movies like Dawn of the Dead, for example, or things like that. You know, like and I feel like this
yeah,
is I'm not gonna say it's a classic, but I would see myself watching this. Even maybe I don't know, close to Halloween or next year. Like, yeah, I would see myself watching this. Why not? Like, it feels very good. Like, it feels
yeah,
like a good time. You know, like I'm not gonna waste my time. There you go. I'm not gonna waste my time. I'm gonna have something cool. Especially like it would be cool to see this with people that haven't watched it, so you can see their reactions. You know, like oh, and yeah, so because I
yeah,
watched it with my dad, he really enjoyed it until the last episode. The last episode was he was like, "What?" And I was like,
yeah,
"Yeah, what happened here?" But before that, oh my God, like you could see like his in through his eyes, like he really wanted to finish it. He's like, "Oh my God, I can't wait to see more."
yeah. So before we go to the next topic, I'm gonna say that I did like it overall. I did like it. A few things that I was negative about. So you gave it an 8. I'm gonna give it a 6 out of 10. But
Oh,
it's still a great show or good show. I mean,
hey, okay,
still
okay,
still a
okay,
good
good,
show.
good, good, good. All right,
All right, now again, still Marvel,
yes,
but we're going to move on from zombies and more into. I mean, technically, Tombstone isn't he actually a type of almost
yeah, yeah.
zombie
I think he's kind of
Frankenstein?
a zombie, no?
Shit. Okay, never mind. We are not going to move on to zombie because we're going to move on to Tombstone.
Tombstone.
And as this deadline says,
Yes.
um, while production on Spider-Man Brand New Day has been paused for a week after Tom Holland suffered a concussion on set,
Yeah.
casting on the project continues as Marvin Jones III has been tapped for the role of Tombstone. Sources tell Deadline. And if you didn't know, he is actually the voice. This guy right here is the voice of Tombstone in
Tombstone. Yeah.
Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse
Into
and
the Spider-Verse. Yeah.
also in Beyond the Spider-Verse.
That's really nice, man.
So he's going to be in Spider-Man Brand New Day, which I don't I don't really know a lot about this character. I don't know about you.
I know him from Spider-Man 96. They did have a backstory for him and it was cool, but it was totally different. I don't think I think they went on because every time I try to watch the other versions of like the versions of Tombstone and other Spider-Man media, it looks like it's not that. So it's like a complete different origin story. So yeah, I don't know. Well, I'm excited for this news. Like, I mean, I really like that when you have actors that can portray their characters. And speaking of
Yep.
that, I know Shamik Moore, the voice actor for Miles Morales. He said like he's trying to lose weight. He's also having acting classes. He really wants to be the live action Miles Morales. So look, like that's really fun. You know, like I think you have some characters that you really love, and yeah, you wanna do the whole thing, you know. So it's nice to see him like reprising for Tombstone. So
Yep.
I think also this leaves the door for others to come back in their roles that they already voice. So that's the
Yep.
most fun part also.
What is his power again? Or does he have a power, or is he just kind of like
Yeah,
some
I don't
kind of
remember that. Like you said, I don't even remember. Like I think he's kind
yeah,
of dead-ish, but so I
yeah,
remember that Tombstone is very strong. I
yeah,
remember he's like beef. He's very strong, but that's about it. I don't think he has more abilities. But if I'm because yeah, like I said, I don't know that much Tombstone either. But if someone can tell me in the comment section down below, that would be great.
yeah,
But yeah, I don't remember his power sets necessarily, but I just remember he's very strong. He's very strong.
yeah. As we also talked about in up there on the first um, topic, again, he's probably going to be just a secondary villain, like
Right.
probably just either maybe in a montage, which is fine because I don't feel like Tombstone would be a main villain for a Spider-Man movie, especially not a fourth Spider-Man movie.
Nah. Yeah, it could have been for like a first movie, but nah, not a
Yeah,
fourth.
I don't know. What do you or hope at least for the villain of Spider-Man Brown, like the top villain of Spider-Man Brown Day?
Well,
Are they
the thing is,
saying
like, I
or no?
don't know who's gonna be the top villain because now, like,
Yeah,
we have like, well, the first thing I'm a bit skeptical now with Brand New Day is like we're having too many cooks. Like, I feel like there's too many characters to cook now. Like, you have Punisher, Hulk,
yeah,
supposedly Mr. Negative, well, Spider-Man himself,
yeah,
Tombstone. I heard like there was other villains, but I forget their names right now. So yeah, like I feel like we're cooking up. Yeah, Scorpion, who's supposed to be
yep,
like a main villain too. So I feel like yeah, we're cooking a lot, a bit too much. But for the MC, like for the main villain, like the problem is I don't know who the main villain is, but I want to assume that it's Scorpion and Mr. Negative, especially Scorpion. I think he was teased ever since Homecoming, and
yeah,
if I yeah, I think yeah, well, because Mr. Negative is more of a recent villain, but he has such a great popularity too. I don't know, man. Like, well, I always like my villains to not die in the first movie, especially. So that's why I said like I would love to see Tombstone like for he could be like for the three movies,
yeah,
and I don't know Scorpion. It would be great to not to have him for another Spider-Man, or at least like if they ever want to do the Sinister Six, they could keep Scorpion.
yeah.
Thing
They
is, like
might,
they kind of kill Mysterio, so I don't
yeah,
believe it for Mysterio, but yeah.
they might be actually. Maybe that's actually what they are doing. Just theories, of course. Maybe
Yeah,
that's type
because
of
you have
like yeah,
Vulture, you have
yeah,
Mysterio, but like I said, Mysterio is dead,
yeah,
and it looks like he's still dead because nobody talked about
yeah.
Mysterio.
Maybe like Tombstone joins the Sinister Six
I mean, he could, yeah,
instead of it. So maybe that's what they are trying to like build up in Spider-Man Brand New Day, or
maybe, yeah.
maybe it's
But
or
like I
it's
said,
just a self
Tombstone is
proclaimed
more
villain.
like a mafia guy, like because
Yeah,
there's the section of Spider-Man criminal organization where you have Hammerhead, Tombstone, Kingpin. That's where you have Kingpin as well. Like characters that they're they're different to beat in a physical fight, but not like you see, like for example, Green Goblin. Like he would destroy Tombstone. Like you see, a Green Goblin is something else, or even Doctor Octopus. So
yeah,
you have all Silver Cable who can be there. Catwoman was
yeah,
no, sorry, not Catwoman. Black Cat. Black Cat was
yeah,
like in that whole criminal thing. Not her specifically, but like in those story arcs too. So So I feel like yeah, they're trying to build this grounded criminal organization, a bit like Batman-ish,
Yeah,
and that
I
could be
mean
fun, you know?
that's also kind of, I think, why we have also Punisher in
Yeah,
this
yeah,
film.
exactly. Yeah.
Like he's really
Ooh,
just
imagine
going
Punisher
through
is trying to kill Tombstone.
Punisher versus Tombstone fights. That
No,
would
but
be insane.
and maybe he's trying to kill him because
Yeah,
Punisher wants to kill blood.
maybe he did. Maybe he did something, or
Yep.
maybe, I mean, we did see like in season two, even just if he can't stay away from danger, almost
Yeah. No. No. Yeah.
like he just, even even if he like try is trying to stay away, he sees
Yeah.
danger and just wants to help. So it might be like he moves to, yeah, he goes to New York City again or something like that, or he stays in there and sees that on the news like Tombstone raids a new bank or something like that, and
Yeah.
he wants to help Spider-Man. Maybe, maybe, I don't know, or he wants to kill Spider-Man. What if
Yeah.
that happens? That
In
would
the
be insane.
Spider-Man of '96, I remember, yeah, he wanted to kill Spider-Man at first because he thought he was an enemy, and then, like, yeah, he realized he's a good guy. Yeah.
They could be actually adapting that with
But also, you see,
shorts.
you have like Punisher versus Daredevil, where
Yeah,
Punisher wants to kill people, Daredevil is not. He's like, no, yeah, we have to bring them to justice and everything. So
yeah,
it's gonna be fun to see that aspect.
yeah.
But yeah, as for the villains, like I said, I hope like they can maintain them. Some of them, like I said, Scorpion could be great to have him back. Especially like poor guy, he waited like for how many time the guy, like
Yeah.
when didn't Homecoming was released like in 2017 or something like
I
that?
think it was 16 or 15 or
Yeah,
something.
exactly. So
So
how
yeah,
much years did the poor guy had to wait?
yeah. I am glad to see him finally in this
Finally,
film. Um,
yeah,
and I'm just, yeah, I'm hoping they keep this grounded tone. I think they are, it it is what Spider-Man is. It's
yeah.
not like him in space fighting a big purple alien. I mean, it's fun that too, but it's not like classic Spider-Man. And
Yeah.
waiting for the fourth film was, it is kind of insane that they had the fourth film to be
Also,
grounded. But
I hope they can bring Shocker back too.
Shocker, yeah, that would be cool. Yeah, and there's a lot of villains that could be cool to bring back. I mean, what else? What other villains do have you had? Honestly, like May or side villains type of
Well, I
villains.
know right now what they're trying to do is they're trying to put newer villains that we didn't
Yeah,
see, and that I really appreciate. So that's why I'm not sure for a Green Goblin, but I would be down for a Hobgoblin. And you know who Hobgoblin is in the comics?
isn't that Ned?
Yeah,
I'm
it's
sure.
Ned.
Yeah, I mean, there's many theories about it. I know that for sure. I mean, that
But
would be
Hobgoblin could
sick.
be great.
Yeah,
But Hobgoblin would be that would be like a main villain of a movie.
yeah,
Like he's a bit. I mean, he's not that popular, but I think lately he's too big to be only in like one like a side character.
yeah,
I mean, there's Carnage
yeah. But I
that we
feel
haven't.
like the Venom universe, they're still in like
Yeah,
that own
it
Sony
kind of sucks because it would have been
cinematic
cool
universe.
Morbius. Like
Yeah,
in the Spider-Man '96, yo, the way they handled Morbius with there was Punisher and everything, that was so cool, man.
yeah,
Also Kraven the Hunter, but they did a movie about him, so
yeah.
I
It's
mean, there's
all
still
animated,
Rhino, like a good version of Rhino, not the Spider-Man 2 version.
or
Uh,
the version in Craven,
yeah,
that Rhino.
yeah, that.
That's
Oh yeah, true, true. Yeah, that Rhino. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah. You know what? Let's sleep Rhino. I think he had his fair share of. Yeah, I forgot about Rhino.
yeah.
Oh my
That
god.
we can leave that behind.
Yeah.
Um, I, yeah, I don't know. I don't think like there will be villains that he's already met, type of thing. Like recasting of maybe oh, what was the name? Right? Uh,
Well, for example,
yeah,
in Craven, his
yeah,
brother Chameleon, that could be good because like we barely
Chameleon.
see
Yeah,
him from like. a shot. So yeah, chameleon could be good. The chameleon,
Yeah,
that could be fun.
yeah. All right. Now there
Yes.
is something that is coming out in 2026 that is finally here. We've been waiting on news on it for so long, and
Yes.
that is Insomniac's Wolverine game.
Wolverine.
Oh yeah, the Wolverine game. And Insomniac, if you guys didn't know, they are the makers or publisher of
Spider-Man.
yeah, Spider-Man and Miles
Spider-Man, let's
Morales
go.
and Spider-Man 2. All these
So
had great games.
before we go to Wolverine, I remember I talked with my friend once, and I told him this after Spider-Man, and then they revealed that they were going to do a Wolverine adaptation video game. I'm like,
Yeah.
there's a character they need to do a game about it, and that will be Daredevil. Imagine the same treatment
Yes.
they have. Yo, Daredevil is there, bro. Daredevil. Yeah,
Yes.
I feel like that should be the next game, Daredevil. Like,
I
I mean,
agree.
aside
That
of
would be
Wolverine
sick.
or Spider-Man, another Spider-Man,
Yeah.
but Daredevil could be such a great fit. Oh, the only problem is I don't think he's that popular compared to Wolverine and Spider-Man. But bro, like he if he has that treatment, like trust me, Insomniac, you're gonna win some money. Daredevil is more love than you think. It's just you need you need to put money to publish Daredevil to hype Daredevil out. But this looks good, Wolverine man.
Yeah. But first off, with Daredevil, I mean, it could work with like just a normal game or screen. What I'm gonna say, like normal. He's blind, right? So
Yeah,
and he uses echolocation. So
yeah.
how would that work on like a game mechanic, right? Like
I mean, they can figure something out. Yeah.
would
But
the
I
entire
don't know
game
if
just
you need
be
to include that echolocation. Like, I mean, he can fight, so
yeah,
but because I was saying because his world is so dark and big, you have Kingpin already, Elektra, you have Punisher. They can include. You have the Hand,
yeah,
like especially Elektra because she's from really from his universe. Punisher, it's like kind of a crossover.
yeah,
But just having Kingpin and Daredevil is already a lot, and like he goes through a lot. He's violent too. It's like a violent section of Marvel. So,
yeah,
but because like I feel like Insomnia, yeah, they want to do. You see Wolverine, he's more grounded. Spider-Man, he's more grounded. Like, you don't have like. I remember someone once told me Moon Knight. I'm like, yeah, but the thing is,
yeah,
Moon Knight, like, where you're going with deities. Like, I don't. You see, like Wolverine is not going with any deity, bro. He's just
yeah,
a regular guy with claws. Yes, he's made of adamantium, but that's about it. That's his superpower, having claws and made of adamantium.
yeah,
What is Super Spider-Man? Well, super strength, and he can go through buildings like a spider, and that's about it. Like Moon Knight. Like now you're talking about deity stuff. I mean, it could work too, but I think like if I have to choose between Daredevil and Moon Knight, I think Daredevil has more to offer, especially for its villains, especially for the villains. I think that's
agree,
that's where Daredevil shines more. He has a lot of catalog of villains that are kind of underrated at this point as well.
yeah,
So I don't
yeah,
know.
no,
Do
I
you see
agree,
another character having the insomnia trick me? Because I
mm,
say this because yes, there has been many Marvel characters, but the way Insomniac treated Spider-Man, Miles Morales, Spider-Man 2, it's like, bro, and you see now Wolverine, it's like, bro, like the quality is just amazing. Like they're going
yeah,
really, it's people that really love these characters. You can see that they love what they're doing.
huh, yeah, that's a great question because like I'm not sure. I mean, I would like to see a whole like Insomnia game about a villain next time. Like we
About who?
have like, a villain,
Oh yeah,
so
yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
maybe Kingpin or
Kingpin would be
maybe
the best suit. Kingpin
yeah,
would be the best suited guy for that.
yeah, or maybe like what if a Punisher? I mean, he's technically an
Yeah, an
anti-hero, but
anti-hero. Yeah,
still,
yeah.
but yeah,
Yeah, so I was
maybe
about to
something
say
like
like
that.
if I have to choose another character, it would be the Punisher, and I think the
Yeah,
Punisher is more. They already did some game, not in Sunday, but there was already some games of Punisher. No Daredevil, I think Daredevil has no games,
yeah,
but Punisher he does have a game. And yeah, if they don't do Daredevil for sure, Punisher. But the thing is, like, Punisher is mostly guns. So aside of
Yeah,
like, I feel like it would look too much like other shooters you have there, like you know. But I don't know. They could do something interesting with it. But
Electra could be cool.
Electra could be cool, yeah.
I mean, also Iron Fist or other
Oh,
defenders
Iron
would
Fist. Okay,
be, or Luke Cage would be kind of cool. But he just have like strength, so that
yeah,
could be like
yeah.
a little
But
bit
yeah, Luke
boring.
Cage could be
But
cool,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. But talking about Wolverine now, we
The
have a
Wolverine.
Wolverine game, which I mean, you have seen the trailer, right, for the
Yeah,
game?
yeah, I've seen the trailer. Yeah,
Yeah, it looks
it's bloody,
fantastic.
bro.
Oh yeah, bloody. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah,
Looks like Wolverine, 100%.
yeah,
And that um at the end, I think it was like a Sentinel
yeah,
at
yeah.
the
It
end,
was.
so we're maybe fighting a Sentinel, maybe at some point in
Yeah,
the game. We know it is a is going on PS5 on in fall 2026, so
yeah,
still about a year to go. But
yeah.
still, I mean, from what, like, even the still images down there, it
It's
looks
really nice.
great,
Yeah,
you know. So
yeah,
I'm really hyped for this show, or not show, but game.
yeah.
And I'm I'm in love with the Insomniac or other Insomniac games. So them dealing with Wolverine is just so cool to me because I love Wolverine as a character.
Yeah, me too. Yeah. And yeah, Wolverine's a perfect. You know, the thing I'm a bit shocked though, it's I'm shocked that they went with the yellow suit though. I really
Yeah,
thought they were going to hide that for a little while and then show it, but no, they went immediately for the yellow suit, which kind of looks a lot like the yellow suit of. Is it me or it looks a lot of the yellow suit in Deadpool and Wolverine? You know?
I was actually while I was sitting watching the trailer, I was like, "Are they going to have a Deadpool Wolverine suit?" Because it looked so much
Yeah, it
like the
looks so.
suit.
At least the cowl,
Yeah,
like it looks so similar.
yeah, it does. Yeah, I thought they actually it was the Deadpool Wolverine, just almost like metalish
Yeah.
Deadpool Wolverine type suit, and yeah,
And in this game, who would you like to? Well, first of all, what do you think about the mechanics? Like, and
I I love like the Insomniac mechanics. I think they are quite great.
yeah,
Um, I think it has better mechanics than most, like at least most Marvel games.
yeah,
They
yeah,
have
for sure.
better mechanics, and I think that yeah, I it looks like they are having the same mechanics on this one
Yeah.
as they did on Spider-Man, and that's just I'm okay with it.
Yeah, okay. No,
What do you
yeah, me
think?
too. I really enjoyed like I said, I really enjoyed the trailer. I didn't watch the full trailer because I wanted to save some things for at first I was like, should I do a reaction about it? But I
No,
just didn't have time. I was like, when you told me we're going to talk about it, like, okay, I'm just gonna watch the full trailer so I can have an idea. And yeah, like I said, really, the graphic it's good. I love like it really reminds me of Spider-Man. So that's why I was like, oof. It is exactly what I thought it was going to be. Bloody, more fluid with the moves and everything. The thing that I'm wondering is like who's gonna be in the game though? Like because I have to think about really street level. You know, like if you have a Magneto, that's gonna be way too much. But I mean, we have a Sentinel, which that could be like the
yeah,
final boss, I guess. But and I'm like the only character that fits more in the ground street is Gambit. I think he just has cards that explodes.
as a villain.
No, no, no. I said like someone to have in the game, like
Oh,
more
okay, yeah,
grounded street level. I feel
yeah.
like Gambit could be the best
I
suited guy.
mean, we already have Mystique,
Oh yeah, yeah, true, yeah, yeah. So we have
so
Mystique, yeah.
Gambit. Yeah, I can see Gambit honestly.
Gambit, he could be cool
Gambit. That's a character I would want as a game too,
as
though.
a game, huh? You know what?
Gambit game like that would be.
Wait, you know what? We have to do something. So, guys, we're gonna do something. Me and Toby in our community post, if you want, Toby, of course. We should post it. Like, what do you guys think?
Sure.
Which character would you love to see with the insomniac treatment later? Like, well, tell us what did you think about Wolverine first of all? Like, what do you think about it? Are you excited or not? And yeah, what character would you like to see in having the insomniac treatment? For me, the choices would be Daredevil, Punisher, and I don't know who else. I'm gonna put others for fourth, but I don't
Yeah.
know a third one. I can
Honestly,
put. Yeah, go
mhm.
ahead.
No, you go ahead. Go ahead.
No, I don't. I don't have any character. You would put
I
Gambit,
I would, yeah, I would be Gambit, or maybe like
a villain. You said.
a yeah, villain, of course, but also like an X-Men
Okay.
game. That would be kind of cool.
Oh, okay. X-Men game. Okay, okay.
Yeah. So it focuses on different type of stories in the X-Men world.
Yeah.
That would be
Okay.
kind of cool,
So,
I think.
all right. So for Toby, so you said Toby for you, Punisher,
Yeah. Punisher as
X-Men.
X-Men or Gambit.
Yeah. Okay. X-Men or Gambit,
And I would say probably a villain like the Kingpin,
Kingpin,
or what else?
and
Yeah, Kingpin.
and
Yeah.
the fourth option you can put others, so people
Yeah.
can comment. And as for me, I'm gonna put in my community post, Daredevil,
Yeah.
Punisher, Punisher. Yeah, if I have to put a villain, because I love that. I love the villain idea. But I don't know, if I have to put a villain, it has to be like a villain that is not that powerful, but also like kind of menacing-ish. I don't know. I'll think of something, but yeah, Daredevil, Punisher for sure.
Yeah.
And but I like the X-Men idea. That would be great, or even Gambit idea.
Yeah.
But
That'd
yeah, no,
be
that could be fun. So yeah, we're going to. I don't know if it's okay for you, Toby, but yeah, I think
no,
it
it's
would
fine.
be nice to put that later on, maybe during the week, so we can see what people think about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool
I
about that. But yeah, no, no,
I agree.
seriously, like I think like I'm pretty sure like after because I say that because I'm pretty sure after Wolverine, and if Wolverine is a success like Spider-Man, Miles Morales and Spider-Man 2, I feel like they're gonna go with other characters.
All right.
Like that's
Yeah.
my feeling. I feel like they're gonna go with other characters as well.
Yeah. Lesser known, or
That I'm
just
not
like
sure
Iron Man or something like
because
that.
you do have like two already known characters. The Spider-Man and
Yeah.
Wolverine are probably the two. Uh, yeah, that's why like I don't know. That's why like I feel like Punisher has more chances because he's a more well-known character. Because like I don't know, Captain America, I don't think so. Um,
Iron
Black
Man,
Widow would be interesting,
Black
but I
Widow
don't know
game.
what
Yeah.
can you do with Black Widow, even
Thunderbolts game.
Hawkeye. Huh?
Thunderbolts game.
I was about to tell you, what about Thunderbolts? That could be
Yeah.
interesting. The Thunderbolts, yeah. Thunderbolts could be good.
Fantastic Four, maybe.
Yeah, Fantastic. Yeah, the Fantastic Four could be good, but maybe that's too magical for them, like too powery for them. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's the thing. I don't know what in for now. I see like Insomniac, they really want to focus on grounded characters, but maybe later on they're gonna be like, "Yo, fuck, I want to do Avengers game." Like,
Yeah.
oh,
What
do you see
other
Deadpool? Deadpool.
Deadpool? That would be insane.
Dead.
We're actually getting a Deadpool VR game soon.
Yeah, VR game. Yeah,
Which it sucks that it's only VR,
yeah, it's
but
only VR. Yeah.
it looks great. And Deadpool is one of my favorite Marvel characters. I love all about him, everything. So a Insomniac Deadpool game, that would be just crazy.
That would be so sick.
Yeah. What other grounded characters do we actually have in like?
That's what I'm trying to see. Let's see.
Yeah. So
All right,
I'm
so now
trying
I'm
to
seeing
think.
well, Insomniac next official project after Marvel Wolverine is unknown fans and rumors suggest a Spider-Man 3 sequel, a
Uh,
standalone Venom game, or a
Venom. Yeah.
full X-Men game are strong
X-Men.
possibilities for future Marvel projects. Other popular suggestions for new characters include the Hulk.
Hulk
There was a
game.
good Hulk game in the past. I think it was in PS2. It would be cool to see a Hulk again, but I don't know. I feel like Hulk, that's a big step, bro.
Yeah, I there's a whole world of like what you can do in Hulk, and
Yeah.
like that's like saying you can do an Avengers game type
Yeah,
of thing.
literally,
It's so
like if you're
big.
gonna do a Hulk game, you might as well just do an Avengers game at this point.
Yeah, I agree.
A Moon Knight, yeah. So again,
Moon
Moon
Knight
Knight could
again.
be
Yeah,
interesting. I mean, especially if you're gonna play in Egypt and stuff like that, that could be more interesting. What do you think about Moon Knight? Do you like that idea?
I love the character, so I like the idea of it.
All right.
I think it would be a little bit hard to pull off. I think, but
Yeah.
because of like all the different personalities he has.
Yeah, that's the
But
thing. That's the
but
tricky
yeah,
part. Yeah.
yeah. I mean, maybe it's like you have to switch the personality, like you click a button to switch personality, and
Yeah,
they have a unique like guns or attacks or something, and
yeah.
different bosses like needs different type of personalities. That'd be
Oh yeah,
cool.
that could be good. Yeah,
Yeah,
because yeah, we have to remember that there's Moon Knight and Mister Knight as well when he's
yeah,
Mark Spector, I think. Yeah, so it's
yeah.
kind of different.
And then we
So
had
this one
Jay
I'm not
too.
too. So this one I'm not too sure, but people claim Silver Surfer
Silver Surfer game. What
could be
would he
cool,
actually
but
do though in that?
yeah, that's the thing. Like, I mean, what could be fun about a Silver Surfer is that you travel throughout the galaxy and go to different planets. That could be very interesting.
Yeah,
So Galactus can feed, but I don't know if they would go that. Like I said,
yeah,
if you're gonna do that, might as well just go Guardians and Avengers games before.
yeah.
The last one I love, and this is one I kind of should have thought about it. Blade.
Blade game. Yeah.
Blade.
Yes.
If there's someone who has more chances, probably it's Blade. Like out
Yeah.
of the Daredevil, like I don't know who's more popular, Punisher or Daredevil. Sorry, I mean the Punisher or Blade. I don't know who's more
Ooh.
popular.
I think almost. I think it is uh Punisher, but
Blade,
with a
Punisher.
drama now with Blade, I think maybe Blade could like creep up to that level. Honestly,
All right,
but
so
Blade would be cool. Yep.
ChatGPT says Blade is generally more popular and recognizable than the
Okay.
Punisher, largely due to widespread success of the Blade film trilogy starring Wesley Snipes, which introduced the character to a broader audience than the character has ever seen. Okay.
Yeah, makes sense. Makes sense.
Wait, and Daredevil? Who's more popular, Daredevil or Punisher?
Ooh,
Uh, it doesn't say.
probably Daredevil. Honestly.
I want to say Daredevil, but
Yeah.
wait, now I'm kind of interested about it. Which character is more popular? Character is more popular. The Punisher or Daredevil? Let's see what they say. Points in favor of Daredevil. So it says streaming demand, recent attention, brand recognition and adaptations, and viewer engagement. Points in favor to the Punisher, niche popularity, strong cult following, that's true, culturable symbol, and strong performance in specific metrics. Conclusion: if we have to pick one, Daredevil is more broadly popular overall. More mainstream recognition, multiple adaptations, stronger streaming demand recently. But The Punisher has a deep, intense fan base and excels in certain niche anti-hero fans, violent realism, etc. If you tell me which type of popularity you're
Hmm.
interested in, what? I could try. Bro, what the hell? They didn't even give me an
AI,
answer.
AI, man.
Well, they said if they have to pick one, Daredevil, I guess, but
Yeah,
they said The Punisher. I don't know. I don't know who's more popular, Daredevil or The Punisher. I have no
yeah.
idea.
You know who else would be cool?
Who?
Hawkeye or Shang-Chi.
Yeah, Hawkeye could be cool. Oh, or at that point, maybe do like Black Widow, like the
Yeah,
Widows, Black Widow, and have Hawkeye in there.
yeah. Shang-Chi also though.
Oh, Shang-Chi could be cool. Yeah, if they, like I said, if they want to do a little bit more magical, Shang-Chi could be
Yeah,
great. Or,
yeah,
I don't think they would ever do this character, but Wenwu, the father of Shang-Chi,
yeah. That would be sick.
in
Yeah,
ancient China, that would be sick. But yeah, Shang-Chi is good, yeah.
yeah.
I want
All
So I'm
right.
going to ask a last question for ChatGPT. And what do you think is going to be the answer? Which character is more popular, Daredevil or Blade? I
Ooh.
feel Blade, but
Yeah, I mean it's probably mostly because of the Marvel films back in the day, but
all
still,
right.
Daredevil is
ChatGPT is telling me it's not totally clear cut, but by many measures, Daredevil is more popular than Blade, especially recently. I'll walk you through the comparison and where Blade still has some strong points. So Uh, Daredevil versus Blade. Daredevil Born Again has a very strong audience score. It amongst the highest audience rated MCU shows right now. Yeah, whereas Blade is under development, new movie by Marvel by Marshall Ali, but it has been delayed and pulled from some schedules. Box office, Daredevil grossed the 2003 grossed 179 million worldwide on a 78 million budget. The Blade franchise has made about 131 million globally. Oh shit, the franchise itself. Wow.
Hmm.
Okay. Daredevil's more recent adaptation and getting a lot of praise and engagement from fans, particularly Born Again. All right. So, well, for them, it's Daredevil. Yeah. Oh, okay. Overall
Yeah.
verdict. Putting all that together, Daredevil probably has the edge right now in terms of popularity, especially considering current momentum, recent media exposure, and audience sentiment. However, Blade is heavyweight in his own right. For many fans, his legacy, especially the older movies, is strong, and he is part of Marvel's big supernatural side, which tends to have a very devoted audience. If the new Blade film does really well, that could shift things even more. Okay.
All right. All right.
Do you agree with them that for now it's Daredevil?
I mean,
I mean, yeah, for
yes,
now
yeah,
maybe,
yeah. I
maybe,
guess.
but yeah.
I
But
mean,
anyway, Blade could be cool. Yeah, Blade could
yeah,
be a cool adaptation. Insomniac Blade, yeah,
yeah. There's so many characters that you could
yeah,
choose, and it's
yeah. We're
there's
never gonna.
so many. Yeah. No, but what do you guys think? What do you hope, expect? Or do you like the game? Do you like Spider-Man games, the Insomniac, and be sure to look out for the community posts and vote on them because I think
Yes,
they will be interesting.
yes, sir.
And yeah, so that was fun. Was fun as always, right?
Yeah, thank you so much for this, huh? So we wanted to tell you guys thank you so much. Like
Yep.
we're going to this is like the ending of the stream.
Yep.
We wanted to thank you everyone. We're going to try and continue the Monday streak. Unfortunately,
Yep.
this week we had some issues and look, that's fine. It could happen. It can happen, by the way. We're
Yep.
still trying a little bit of mux and stuff like that. Like so maybe we're gonna see if like don't be surprised if we have some little changes and everything here and there. We're just trying to have like the best stream possible for
Yep.
everyone, but it has been great. I'm really happy to have seen you, but yeah, like I think we're both tired. So guys, don't forget to please leave a like, especially Toby.
Yes.
What time is it in Norway right now?
Right now, well, it's just 3:28. It's nothing.
This man
It's not a
deserves,
big
oh
deal.
sorry, this man deserves a like, guys. 3 a.m. like he's fighting for you
Yeah.
guys. He
Yes.
deserves a like, man, for that. So
Always for you guys. I will
yes.
always
So,
stand for
guys,
you
don't forget
guys.
to like and also
Yes.
subscribe to the channel of me and Toby. Stay tuned because we're going to
Yes.
announce like for the next, sorry, for the next streams, like what will be the topics. Also,
Yep.
like if you guys have some topics that you want us to discuss, you can leave it in the comment section as well, or the
Yeah.
community post where, like we're gonna like further down the line we're going to have probably like at one point we're going to start having um like a post where you guys can already tell us like, oh, maybe for this week we would love to see this, and we will try to schedule it. What we can we integrate in the news, like if it's possible or not. But yeah, it will be really fun to hear from you guys.
Yeah. I haven't said a lot about it. I'm still working on tiny changes, but I it's almost ready. I have created a form where you
Whoa.
guys can uh, go into soon, where I'm thinking in at around the end of every episode, we are going to do like a Q&A type thing. Like you can ask
Hmm.
all type of questions, whatever you want, like review, what you had for dinner, whatever, like whatever. So it would- so you guys can go into that forum and leave us your questions, and yeah, that will be the forum will be posted, I think, today, tomorrow, probably tomorrow, honestly.
Okay.
And you guys can go ask us questions, and I will try. Yeah, we'll try next week, right? We'll try next
Yeah,
week
yeah, we're gonna try next
to
week. If it's not next week, it's gonna
do
be
that.
the
Yeah,
week after. But yeah, we're gonna try and see how we update the stuff. But
yeah,
yeah, like I said, so far we're doing like a low comeback, and we're kind of glad for that. So yeah,
yeah. I agree. So thank you guys so much for being here, and I know that we have it on Spotify. So thank you guys for listening. If you're listening on Spotify, and we'll see you guys in another podcast, hopefully next week.
Yes.
Peace.
Take care, everyone.